Hey Riley, congrats on the win, man. Not a lot of people gave you guys a chance in this one. How's it feel to come out with a huge win?
Man, it really is something else. I can't really put it into words right now, but all the work that we put in this week, we deserve this one as a team. And the work at this point is irrelevant because of the feeling that we feel right now. So we're going to continue to keep our heads down. We're going to enjoy this one tonight. But, the only way that we can go from here is up.
I know you guys felt like you were better than maybe the 2-3 record showed at this point. What does this say about the program, about where you guys are at? What kind of statement does a top 10 road win like this make about you guys?
I mean, when it comes down to it, we knew in the previous games that we shot ourselves in the foot. We continued to believe in ourselves though throughout the season. And, like I said, we put in the work this week. We worked our butts off. We did our 111th and just focused on, simplifying everything so that we could go out there and play fast. And I think we did a great job at doing that.
4 turnovers, 3 on defense, 1 on special teams, kick return there. How huge were those, fumble recoveries, in particular, the 2 there that gave the offense short fields?
Man, when it comes to turnovers, they're huge. Coach Collins always emphasizes getting takeaways. And he says, if we measure it, we're going to be successful at it. And our defense has done a great job at getting the ball back to our offense this year. And a couple of those turnovers came in crucial points in the game and, set our offense up with great field position, and they capitalized. So
thanks, Riley.
Thank you, BJ.
What's up, Riley? How you doing, bud?
What's up, Jay? How are you doing?
I'm good, man. Hey, Riley, talking with Coach Avalos, he said that he wanted you guys to have the chance to taste what this success is like. So I ask you, what does this taste like?
Man, like I said, it really is. It's something that I can't put into words. It really does feel great, though. I'll tell you that. After losing to BYU the past 2 years, it's left a sour taste in my mouth. So to be able to come back this year on the road, beat a top 10 program, in the nation is something else. And it really is something that I can't put into words.
Riley, you guys were without a couple guys up front. You're missing both your starting cornerbacks, arguably your best, defensive player throughout the course of the season. JL gets ejected for targeting near the end of the second quarter. There could have been plenty of excuses today for you guys not to play well on defense. How were you guys able to pull this together?
Well, it goes back to fall camp. One of the objectives that we have as a defense is to develop dependable depth. And, although, we missed Tyreek, we missed Markel, we missed JL there today in the second half of the game. But the guys who stepped up and came in, did their job, did their 111th, and I couldn't be more proud of them. Shout out to Nohe, to Tubner, all those guys, Biggs, they came out and played their butts off, and it showed tonight.
One more, Riley. At what point in time did you guys kind of feel like you really had BYU on their heels? Because it seemed like late in the fourth quarter that Jaron Hall was taking a lot of shots downfield and trying to get the game back as quickly as he possibly could. It obviously didn't necessarily work out for him, but at what point in time did you kind of start to notice that BYU was on their heels?
I mean, it's funny that you asked that because I feel like we never really felt like we had them on their heels. Like the mentality that we had was, we're down 10, we're going to do whatever it takes. And the attitude that we had was a we must attitude. And I feel like we went out there and, we executed and we did what we needed to do. When they got explosives, we responded. We realized that it wasn't over till it was over. And, you see that's when the turnovers came out, and we got our offense back the ball. So just having the mentality that it's not over till it's over is really what helped us today as a defense.
That's Riley.
Thank you so much, Jay.
Riley, BYU came in with one of the top rushing offenses in the country, and you guys really held them in check for most of the game. How'd you guys do that?
Man, well, first and foremost, BYU is a great team. That was a hard-fought game. To be able to come out and stop the run like we did, it just goes back to the beginning of the week in practice. From the D line, focusing on their fundy and technique, executing and doing their job, day in and day out. So when it comes down to it, we just got to continue to do our 111th. And I feel like with the D line being able to do their job, linebackers doing their job, cornerbacks and safeties doing their job, it really brings it all together, and we can see how great of a team we have here.
Tell that guy you're going to sack him if he interrupts you again.
Sorry, what's that?
Tell Hank you're going to sack him if he interrupts you again.
I'm going to sack you if you interrupt me again.
So Riley,
hey, we'll deal with this off the air because I don't want to put this on out on the news.
I need exclusive. So Riley, third time this season, you guys have forced at least 3 turnovers. I mean, it's kind of hard to lose a game when you force that many turnovers, right?
Yeah, I mean, anything can happen at the end of the day, but those turnovers came at crucial moments, and our offense capitalized, and it was a great overall team win.
In terms of momentum, confidence, what do those turnovers do for you guys as a team?
Those were huge momentum swings. Anytime you can get a turnover as a defense, it's huge. And when the offense comes in and capitalize on that, the energy just continues to roll. And so to be able to have that happen multiple times was awesome to see. We have, the utmost confidence in our offense. They came out and were able to pound the ball down their throats and, throw the ball. And honestly, they were moving the ball down the field quite easily, if you ask me, in my opinion.
Thanks, dude. Great game.
Thank you so much.
Rachel, go ahead.
Hey, Riley. I think that coming into this game, right before kickoff, it was announced that you guys had 6 starters that were missing. You were already on the road against a ranked team. A lot of people might have said that this win would be improbable for you guys. From the inside, why was it probable? Why could you guys do this?
Because we believe in the guys that we have, man. We are so confident in each other, and we know that we are the ones who have shot ourselves in the foot and, the 3 losses that we have. And so we continue to believe when times were tough, we stuck through it, had a neutral mindset and we got to work when times were tough. So, all the work that we put in leading up until this point, it's great to be able to experience the feelings that we do right now. And like I said, that the work is irrelevant at this point. When you can feel like this day in and day out and on Saturdays, I think now that the team has recognized that, we're going to do whatever it takes to feel this way on Saturdays.
I feel like I always ask you an offensive question, even though you're on defense, but we're going to give it another try, Riley. The running game just seemed to be a completely different running game for you guys this week. What did you see in practice leading up to this that made, this possible tonight to be completely, it's a 180, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. I think, huge shout out to our offensive line. They truly came out and imposed their will on BYU's D-line and linebackers. And it was evident right from the start. Cyrus was able to get, 4 yards, 5 yards every carry there. And when we came out in the second half, our offense took like 6 minutes off the clock just because our O-line continued to impose their will, and we were able to run the ball. And when you can run the ball and throw the ball like we did, it's going to be hard to lose. Thank you, Rachel.
Riley, appreciate it. Congrats.
Thank you so much.
Recording stopped.